A national fishers conference has taken place in Accra to formalize unions in the fisheries sector as a pathway to transparency and the elimination of child labor in fishing communities. The General Agricultural Workers Union, GAU, says the conference was also a right step for members to know and protect their rights and achieve sustainable fishing.
The maiden National Fisheries Conference, spearheaded by the General Agricultural Workers Union, was an avenue for key stakeholders across the fisheries value chain to push for formalization and empower stakeholders to resist illegal practices. Ghana's fisheries sector remains a critical pillar in the country's economy, providing employment for thousands of households and a significant contribution to food security. Yet, the sector still faces persistent challenges, which include illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, unsafe working conditions and persistent cases of child exploitation in both marine and inland fishing subsectors. The conference, in partnership with a Decent Work in the Fishing Sector, an advocacy group as well as a trades union development and advocacy, is assisting the fishers in accessing decent jobs and asserting their workers' rights, as some of these workers are exposed to occupational hazards, deplorable living and working conditions, dwindling incomes and forced labor. The General Secretary of GAU, Mr. Andrews Adukwe-Tego, said significant progress has been made towards declaring some fishing communities child labor-free zones.
When we created a child labor-free zone, it hinged on community activities, community people bringing a change to take their children back to the classrooms for adults to do decent work. And it is working. We have piloted it, and the government of Ghana have adopted it. There is a national committee on child labor-free zone that I chair. And then we are working. Ghana is becoming an example in the Africa of addressing child labor.
Mr. Bismarck Korte is the national coordinator in charge of the Climate Cocoa Project in Ghana.
The ILO has supported GAU in both marine fishing areas and also the artisanal fishing, which has to do with lake water. And all is to see how we can bring fishermen and fishmongers together to ensure that there is decent work on those in those sectors.
The Secretary General of the Trades Unions Congress, Mr. Joshua Ansah, said illegal fishing practices, climate change, child labor and poor working conditions continue to pose threats to many fishers. He noted that GAU would demand improved conditions of service under the International Labour Organization framework.
The work of a union is job security. The work of a union is to ensure that every worker is treated fairly in accordance with the labor laws of this land. So if you are in the informal sector, you are short of that. Most of the informal sector people don't have social security. And I believe that when it is formalized, they will definitely have the social security where they also go on pension. They will have something to live on.
The conference was on the theme Enhancing Sustainable Fisheries through the ILO Fundamental Principles and Rights at Work.